Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Horned Frogs offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's small. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's small. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D lineman and linebacker.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
They kick it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
On second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Tatum. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Sure hands. It's Ezukama. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tatum. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by a field goal over Iowa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the right side. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. The 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's James. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover. They can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Rattles it back. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught over the middle. It's Tatum. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. It puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Cardinals will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle. It's Baker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. And the Cardinals want to move quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Catch in the middle. It's small. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ezukama. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you?
He'll put toe together and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He breaks a tackle. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He might want another play. They'll try to get outside. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Toss to the outside. There he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back open in the middle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cardinals will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. give to the left side. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Palmer. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They boot it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. 2nd down. He'll throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And so first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's James. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Okay, ready?
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires it incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ezukama. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Cardinals are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Oh, they're after him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Golden. Breaks into the open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's got an open man, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Florida Atlantic took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Boca Raton. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, we want to